Radio 102.7. Promise Radio 102.7. And abenya so ni bi ahwese wo join your Facebook for comment ekoto ase na yebe kenkan de amount o hwe your TV so a Promise Television o scanne o decoder na say o TV na ubenya Promise Television and a Promise TV e so na wanya bi ahwe ye wonsam e won microphone cross yo afisem e wa ha ene ye ne moba na yabe dwendwen ho President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, Wakasa, Edia for the state of Ghana sports, on Senate President Remu of Parliament, or did the State of the Nation address, Ekotuja 2025, Diano, now state of Ghana sports, Wakasa, they are from Wakansem, Edia for the Black Stars of Ghana, Nina, Yanumba Chichahun Komo, Ewo, Jumadiano, Eso, Enyumre, Amanonisem. Ebre edura ebeko yewia yebesi from na afia de fisem atwa so de amamu as usual me jam pro sponsors ase on the show Delight Natural Mineral Water, Perfect Skin and Body Therapy, OP Wallpapers, Boshaba Electricals and afa Promise Herbal one more adama and ye de dwumadie no de ebrem ene enumre ewo kasa fidie ni so Delight Natural Mineral Water ensuo make am for ediama Delight nsuo no eno na anumu a unya ahoden Delight Natural Mineral Water taste no ye kama no additive onumu enkafo how bia enfamreo Delight nsuo no eno na eso bia aja atumti no won so make am for ediama ne enumre wa bra utie open so anuma to Delight enso ni bi onam awia so why adwuma bre opese dehydrated body no a Delight Natural Mineral Water eno ena ebeboa 0244 08 5085 0244 08 5085 Delight Natural Mineral Water live within Perfect Skin and Body Therapy ahofefie ni ho ni nyina ne so mo boa ama skin no aye kama omobua normal yi pimples e dey free ho wo mu yi nan so be free ho stretch marks ne be kwa Perfect Skin and Body Therapy tattoo ye be paper the amount Perfect Skin and Body Therapy o pesa body no ye nsekai kakra wom de mawa bra ya so ye ne nyani nyina bi ma e bia de body slimming open body enlargement open flat tummy and I say open stomach reduction ye be Perfect Skin and Body Therapy capping therapy no ye guso ye bi bra na baby na ade ya pa ni se wa sorry anopa na honam etwetwe oti pace body mu achika se usisi ni nyina na oti yawa capping therapy ne bra ne mfam na ye mfa massage kakra bi ntato mfa na o sorry gina ube hu say yes bibia edina na akwam Perfect Skin yaso ye Kumasi Bushen ye wa Abraham Junction ube hu yen Accra Osu Akwaje Park Sita first floor and Atakra the Ketan Junction Episoft Lodge Hotel eho and a Perfect Skin and Body Therapy ye wo 0553 312 911 and a 0272 45 35 35 oh dear and a Perfect Skin and Body Therapy or be perfect OP wallpapers and so to inside the front and you na odemo hono esiesie ne be kama OP wallpapers and make am for the amount demo siesie ne ma hodo onyani nyina bi amount ton nyina bi the amount ne bo no and form papa and so OP asem and make a chair with 3D wallpapers bedside lamps ring lights, blind curtains, plastic wardrobes, center carpets, air diffusers, flowers, wall clocks, water fountain, dart game, AOP wallpapers. Jenyama nyina bi nefa ko sesi o dem ne ho ebe kama ne ho nso ayefe. Na wanka sa te dining na uremu a hu say yes me dem ha ye kama papa. Edum PZ na kwesi agyeman building ni mu. First floor, next building to Hello FM Chronom barrier ho abrunsan na ne market ni dia nim hwe no obehu yen ewo ehonomo 0540 353 750 eno op wallpapers one nso ne number eno no bosheba electricals bra so ye na beje nkane ni nyina bi ewo ha beje cables papa 1.5 mm ekopim 16 mm ewo bosheba electricals we no energy commission ajatum say ye no ena also do djuma nyina ye cables no ejabo ahumtuo framafo de besi bia otim enhye eye papa bosheba aseye ena abenya sa cables nyina bi enso ato light ahodo standing fan solar de na bi oho ceiling fan ni nyina ebi ewe aseye ye orient ye bajaj bajibi ena fe so eye air condition no oba obenya bi ato e bosheba aseye following ewo TikTok and Instagram at bosheba.electricals eho ena obehu yen ewo na afi one yen so edin sawaso anaso de wani chem ewo ye branches no baku adum PZ KJT market nhwe ni mu baku ewo bosheba building prison roundabout ya ena baku anteta akofo dan ni mu ewo PZ adum 03220 30838 and I face 0536 095 966 bosheba electricals the numbers are offer now neno edi nsawaso afa promise herbal and so eka ho bi ebibi dwofie promise herbal and akwafa san no nyina ba eboa na ama immune system no aye adwuma said they say na efata opa bibiduru a eye kama etu nyarewa ase emfo hawo famrel bibiduru a onomu a oti wa wedi animu ese wedi anu problem bia animu a eye boss we ye promise herbal promise herbal and ado ani etrem e wona so immune system booster general body weakness stress management and afa improvement of digestion enu a obepe na dwumadie nyina akoso kama ewo promise herbal eho ena me kamfo ede ama bosheba plaza ewo edum methodist asori ne hwe ne mu pe eho ena ubehu eye bosheba plaza promise herbal ye was sa edan ne mu frɛ 0535 544681 0535 544681 na on promise herbal atwetwe nkoma bofo adama ena ye the highway sports esomwene anwumrei ewo 102.7 promise radio live ewo Facebook promise radio 102.7 promise TV ena fe show no SI live ewo promise television ye ba sesi aye ba amana ne nsem ebeto aso edi amam yesia na fe afisema ba bedwafo nyina beba beka ho ne de dwumadie no abrɛwe free summary a ekopim se nonsia ebebo de ne entena na godie mu nsem aboabo ano no yemfa ni nyina ensomo yeba na amano ne nsem ato aso edi amamo.
You're listening to 102.7 FM and online at 102.7fm.rocks. Welcome to 102.7 FM.
Promise 102.7.
Promise Radio Nyamina Aka.
Right, enti yeba sesi anafe ye de fisema to aso ede amamodia meko Danny Ceballos na share na Danny Ceballos ena Madrid ede betu dwase wonya problem e woni ni wa pra ni nyina ne se eno ada wa brom ni Real Sociedad game no e ko na wie ya Madrid e wini 1-0 na player no enya sa problem no na se report eba no e be se 2 months ena Danny Ceballos obetena fie na games a Danny Ceballos ebetumi amese no say na te Madrid be fi player ne papa next game Real Betis ontimi mobi Atletico Madrid Champions League first leg oye off Rayo Vallecano Atletico Madrid second leg Villarreal Bobo Koni game no omobi against Leganes Real Sociedad eno Copa del Rey second leg Valencia La Liga ni mu UEFA Champions League quarter finals Madrid qualifier first leg Dani Ceballos emo Alaves game no omobi afa Champions League second leg omobi Atletico Club Bilbao omo game La Liga ni omobi Getafe game no omobi and afa Madrid eremo Copa del Rey final enya dia Dani Ceballos ebetumi asia kan ni be enti uchemwa games no bese edunai eko dunum bese 15 games and Dani Ceballos ebe me say Ediama Madrid wa brown no so eko bese 2 months ontimi sia kan emfa Madrid bobo kone no bad news eba ewo Madrid womu ase na area ya and Manchester City womu announce say player ni din Edi Claudio Echeverri wobo Edima River Plate bobo kono ewo Argentina Man City say woman ne boy no awie na omo sign no obesi akande Man City till 2028 and the contract no ebeba na wie na de tie ni say obekọ so abobo e de ama River Plate ekopim next year January winter transfer window no na fe Man City akofa no and na beram team nim na fe one so ba be sia kan e de amomo enom Claudio Echeverri nen Samuel ba Man City completing the deal ye de ho nsem no e de mamo dwumade ne so Mohamed Salah Gali and I think komo TNT makambia cho dada na Salah ene ebusana ba Ballon d'Or na Salah etemu a obeso gibibia ebusani so ese de Crawford Tower chill Ballon d'Or no mzo wo se de ma na wankasa wo pesa woje na woje so anka wo ani beji ana no se o me dem pesa me chi bibia want to win everything na emom let's win the Premier League and the Champions League first and no Mohamed Salah nen samo adi to GDS Liverpool to me Champions League and the EPL and the chances eso beje Ballon d'Or ne be peja enti for now peso be di Ballon d'Or come Nebo so wutimi Champions League ni Premier League ni dia en komona de no bebe no Mohamed Salah ne nkomo wono som adija okọ Bayern Munich player ni din Thomas Muller wa bobo ne wo ache papa na Thomas Muller din komo ye busa Thomas Muller say ni future Bayern Munich say obeto aso and I say season e corner we obejai bo ne bo na Thomas Muller tudwa ese on Bayern Munich egusua edin komo na de tiene se komodie no abegina sporting perspective so ese minute sen kra ne de be ma no otena no obenya ball ni biabo sikasem kra ne sen etie wase ba bia nkomo na dru no na so mutimi passes ahead na bibia nsia obeto aso ese akan ejama Bayern Munich wamo bobo kone no Thomas Muller so nkomo a wodi gyan na nwumre dwumadie no eso maminko Belgium omo national team ne camp okay the last games of Belgium boy enya dia tibu koto atumi ekokosi akan edema Belgium ni nyina ne se Rudi Garcia our coach no dropping goalkeeper no na Rudi Garcia confirm jamaye esa goalkeeper ni didi tibu koto international break ya dia ose recalling no na waba abesia kan de ama Belgium wamo national team no wabro musu berem international duty eno Rudi Garcia nkoma wono som de uko Barcelona wombo boko ni ma Inaki Pena goalkeeper and I say Andres Christensen a defender edema boboko no na yesi players imi no say some nkoma mu di no bibia che se omo be free bus asamai ni nyina ne so ma hwe ni musa hwe ni mu a ezonka Deco Krabe Fafo Nanka wa frɛ omo agent na oni omo din komo efa contract renewal na mom wo ma hwɛ ni mu anya ade ankomodie no etumi aba enya ade proposal bia abeto players na nim te no yesi players no afa adwene ese sama on be free boss aboboko ni mo wa bro mo nto aso bieme no Inaki Pena ene Andres Christensen wamo so ensemo eba ene anwumre eno no na enawie ya opta simulators no me ba cho wamo e dia betu dwa say FC Liverpool wamo stand a chance of 98.7% esom beji EP ono e de esiom na so yise BBC opta say baby ade na dru ne de chese 98.7 na saka 2.3% ena e de kire na 2.3 no minim said on be chede ama Arsenal ni City ne omo didi a kire say the 2.3 ni nyina kra no e ma e da bi o e 1.3 mom 1.3% ena be ka wa kire de ma Arsenal kra na say Arsenal chances eso beji Premier League no etise bia onante ede free ebia Ghana ekopiem ebia Australia emu wa papa enye is intino up touch emu Liverpool omu overwhelming favorite 98.7% ese omu ege league no ede esi omu na so no eye jeba uko Juve enra na enye easy o na Empoli e Juve ede omu free ewo Coppa Italia no na supporters no edwa papa na yesu Red Juve say players no any coach and team edi Thiago Motta wo mo tiado anwoma so enye easy ntokwa ewo dressing room ama and I'm so krama e Juve mpanyimfo ne consider so say ya na be kodi na Thiago Motta no say wo mo sacrificing no free bobo ko ni mo na from pe coach foforo e de ne ba ne nyina say the relationship with players ewo dressing room no enye the best and also e de free ho e ba de mamo ewo dwumade ne so officially Serie A player of the month of January me ba cho nomination no ababonten ene awie ya 6 players and I'm paying for kwatwe omusun tonto Angelino ewo Roma Randa Colomwani ewo Juve Nico Pass ewo Como Christian Pulisic ewo Milan Matteo Retegui ewo Atalanta Mattia Zaccagni ewo Lazio way 6 players are ye be bako eso no ene Serie A player of the month of February I know so I want some no eba ene enumre okọ Bayern Munich yes proposal omode ko to player wonu so dindi Joshua Kimmich anim no wo ma sa withdraw proposal ne Bayern say ekura ese waka onwe na omde proposal ne ko ye no komara so player ne kra ne reps mra me ka bibi so mo de munye we ya na mu omoha bibi amanti no wo ma na di proposal ne ko ma sa withdraw enti Joshua Kimmich season end dia obetumi akọ na omo ban akra no omo ne na wi 30 years and ono adi a Vincent company akache ban board no ss player no and the agent ten can share proposal ne kra hu ya say omo so ma withdraw proposal no enya dia omo offer Joshua Kimmich contract extension nkomo bia and so wa ye gina no so na ye de amono ne nsem no e de sie ne anwumre ewo dwumadi no so Clementino the darling boy aye crado watena say 4:31 Otwaso Eddie Amamu Tino good evening.
Good evening Solo.
Na yes bibia you okay dia sene ukuta fela bio say de bia de fela ba sure. Rain inspection ne fela no anka mpesa te ho na anka mso me de kakra to mi kotoku sa say e na misi form a ana ofamu busebusa me na akosi enti aha dujanfi yes
ye no kotoko na ne ya no fa buso
na no say emu ya dia otimi ko former board member hokoji skala mse wofa baby what dream
I friend here me dey move here anytime
ozo ya say da na dey enyo pe kakra ma me say ni oluma ni former board member de makotoko ntino o say ade be yere so paalo na nye say o pia fidie na si be wo say nemfa na che say straight to
Sanfa
on the chambers ni so GT osi tolu na tilo otufa ozi solo me bara mi 200 video enya kran mi 200 video
boom granga dan ko bia nya samu
obe yes also no sibi anu afro solo bra de na eko no obusa kotoko na eko say yes ntino anka but mfama media metena he ya na matie bi ntino me kwa na eze manya bi aka ha kire no
so mo kwa Brankers Nations
okay
I approve but omamu madwuma kakra wo
hey any say I approve ya Brankers ya momu adwuma dia ya momu adwuma kakra even a Brankers ya momu adwuma
momu adwuma
tino any Your purchase no be resume.
Even Abrankasa said me pebble said you soon. Even Abrankasa.
Oh yes, because you say Ghana currently upe stadium best they host the games we be standing about 10 crowd.
Okay.
Me rank here. Me rank here. Probably me de Takwana Boso. On say no new facility, but hono omo pitch no problem. On say maybe me catch there say omo pitch no.
So na call buy no.
Because pitch no problem.
Okay.
Me here no. Me Baba Yara because by far and only the best in all country ha. Me Accra Sports Stadium. He says Accra Sports Stadium so me mobile crowd will be. Oh yes. And I want this uncle mono. Pitch ni say na nke Bani Blasters. SM nsi aka o Ghana no. Almost say Accra Sports Stadium there. Say you prepare to her for national team assignment nko.
Yeah.
Enti ma
omokoye Legon there no.
Sa Emma has munyina free on nti because omo feel say pitch no the more pressure ba so no. Ebia
Legon there no say na anu omokoye mo kai.
Oh pressure ba pitch ni so. Matches na was on the doors papa. Ti no me yi Takwa no me yi Baba Yara no me yi Legon na me yi Accra na me yi Kwame Chase Sports Complex na me yi Cape Coast Sports Stadium
When you say no
menya 6 me yi Obuasi Link Clay say honum there facility ache am gidi say nkenei specification and can never be brebe mo ma san but still it's in good condition e betimi a host games but me ye no free order e be den say metimi abo stadium bi din aka ho say see currently e ka say stadium no e qualify say host matches
ya kan krokra nka ho
ode mrane to okete pa na se Baba Yara harmony Accra mo kra na e ka so mo nyanyuma ho de a na e de aka no ja aka ne de e wa adwuma e pa se ebi akọ tuba okọ ni eje kraku okọ doma okọ brekum okọ wanchi even Wafa Park krano na no mko ho no ni nyina problems pandu tino but say stadium say amabobodi 6 and 7 everything host Ghana Premier League matches
sure.
But na no breeze who din komo say yi games ni nyina sa de ba stadiums ne so a say bi a hantimi monti emfamra ha e be sign the pressure about two stadium na yi games na ba so no na at the end and I say in the long run asen be say stadium no ntino omo partial we bi nanka because ono those of you say enye pitch ne nko na ema omunya sponsors of you say standard of play ka ho officiating ka ho quality of play ni sa na ema ni nyina but me dem gidi say your pitches ni tino enye
so
unse meba unse na no ba Memphis DP ebesra kotoko okache players ni so mo ya de pa ba bi omo training
yeah na Andy Sabain say me nsura omo akonya kometi be jai feri kwa seconds
oh yes
some omo ka fo mo no
yes
also omo video omo adwene o di omo ka asem na tu say Ghana for ni enje ho ba ka ne ye no
on say ya appointed sports minister there was sporting disciplines be na dey be a Black Stars no kan ho asema it tells you say government ni interested in the affairs of the Black Stars not necessarily the GFU and the cause of Black Stars on the government interest and omo interest so any kwan so no because menya show say GFU no you know one person are there Black Stars sika bia bia no if you aban ho na no want say the $5 million budget akoto say World Cup qualifying matches na aka no aban approve mfa mo no mfa
yes if I am komachi
sanity so
be cheche mu so
komachi se me de misika ya de dia e was menya interest ho no
kaze me bia akwa
de ma bia e koso bia no na no a his excellency also in ministers okan blasters asemo okache Kofi Adams okan blasters asem and the state of the nation okan general sports in general was a single out blasters
and ekura de nya
because few say budget te ko blasters no e betime Ghana sports ni nyina wo sa 5 million so they ye Ghana sports
say me ye kululu sem bia wo say obi ani hwem pefe
me tanachi papa eno ani say nyina hu say sika say ne de ko blasters ye kodia obi abetimi aka ho asem bi na yebekwa aba na budget awura ha na yesei na nyema sei ne wom ne unfounded we bebre to the budget ne ba na Ghana for obi ahu dia na ehu say oh ye the way koye ways and means ye the way try flight ticket ye the way accommodation
obi ahu
sa no obi ahu
yenkoye suma se ne yenkoka so ye mamuse ne akire ya ba ha da bre
na dan na Ghana kase o man kase yetimi ready a budget mo obi ahu say ne ebe bo man ne ho bra na blasters nko ade ntimi nko mo budget because blasters
almost mo dia
Debbie and maybe me feel say say esi o blasters nko ahu e was say national teams ni nyina because ni nyina are the products of the government not the GFA no mo hwe adwuma ne so na ama government Black Queens, Black Stars, Black Satellite, Black Meteors, Black Starlets, Black Maidens, Black Princesses, Black Bibia, Black Galaxies. Ni nyina aban na ye. So was aban interested in the budget of the GFA regarding the national teams. See say His Excellency Akanes Adia me de meni age pa meni age ohu adwuma no so mde be adwuma so asem ba ko
oh me gire so mde be
oh e was so mde
omunimo papa nkomo na omudidi no jeze omunimo papa
na honorable Kofi Adams Black Stars o ma be present on budget to the ministry
yes
some of them publish here mo betimi afre press conference na mo yini ba ko a kire last time be World Cup
say no mo so
budget say no mo de aba na ye busa questions afa enema ni bi wo items ni bi wo ehu o budget ni ko budget ni e de beto atino enema bebre o mo
bebre
aha so since enchofo ade be di akiro be man say o say ehu ko e de ya yeso o some factor yo ala ntino yes
come on be yede
oh yes
well nti Solomon Carter ede no ye ba beto so na ye de amam se de mekan no ene State of the Nations address omanpanin ejebre ekasa de fa blasters no ho na tum se odi ya obi wona kuma mu se blaster na titino bia de bostu no ho no ene yedidi edin ho kwa ye mobra na okan ya besi so se premprim pai de sie mamo ba fo be se fade no se dama o so bu ho akonta tieno de e very very necessary tieba na yaba abehwe ensemo ene ekoso e was State of the Nations address yen de e chefa ene agudi ho nsemo a ene ye de ebrewo na yakọ General Secretary Prosper Ho ono so nsa na anu alai kinsin je adwuma na aso techire no toto bombarde ba no so da bi enye sa na o se ye na yenye wa ma na efi ti bibi hawa o se utumika ene ye ho nsa no e de emamo mo kai TT Brothers awiei ono so akasa kakra ye de ebeba se anopa no asante kotoko eti ho kire mo se sisi de so ono mo bebo baba yara green stand ho no omoyi e de amamo kwakua no de sansam no tudwa na ene ye ba be di sa de no ho enkomo enura na e the 10 of abrankasi makacho se okay ene solo wo de ma me pipa na me fa no for ma me fa mana wo ye ho adwuma bra pipa no sabi pane de o say odi pipa no nkomo bibia ma cause e bia net dapa mfuturo bia bonsa omo ho mfuturo kakra ho e bia me nampa mani ko boss ho no ai nti o say ubi bi so nkaka kakra nyama adwuma na mo de ahye o monsa no e pese me no be ye ho adwuma enche kra na
neche say ye de enu be case study
good
ye de enu be case study say ye see enye eniema we wa brankese de a ye betimi ayiso abrankese stadium no e de ai case study de ama
oh yes
ye stadium na aka ni nyina esi akan ho no
e bia obu anane de no ente say o mo de no
but oh say eniema ni bi wa ye de eni ehu ameba eniema ni bi wa ye de eni ehu a ye betimi de ai case study ni nyina ne say bia se kasa abrankese pitch ne nya e pitcher ye nyina ya kwa akohwe ball so players abo ball so ayehu ti sa abrankese pitch ne nya ye betum de abrankese pitch no atoto pitches aka ho tino de make want say se abrankese training ground dressing room enya ebia me nya kwan enro mo dressing room but the ora abrankese dressing room ora baba ya dressing room no obetima make comparison patcho dey make what ase aha antino enema na eso mo nya wa abrankese no okay
obetin komo na yibidi no ase enti
3 pages abrankese nkwa no ne baby benya na
oh approve na ye akoye se omonya nkan ho
say na conditional approval
monya de aka nkan ho na bibia nya kama senior kwaba
ya
na bokode
awurade adu
de nyame ase what it state of the nation address
me
tiebi on yes
sports no me maso
obi waso ko ho
say ho na emidiem de aka de da bia sa dada matio akọ bia ni na dan for say o me nkwa sore o se me nko no say ko yami ahwo so ma de o se o mini baby akọ nyina no say o se dada matio ya say so for no da bia matio asempa o say akwa so nkwa sore ni bia ko say dada matio
asempa ya
etimi de me we ni de say they are calling the politicians in there. Kana sports no kakra. Yeah, kakra no there. You see, there's a little bit of a problem. President, ya na omu wo pepa some be. But nya wo na akoye adwan ye omu yin krofo.
Awurade nyame ho na ya na asem no.
What asem no wo no mi
hu adrobi edo komo mu die. Se den ye di mu die o.
Human beings, most of us no. Yeah, corruptible. Most of us me so
na so yeah.
You see me who ministers libya me nua na omo ba ensai omu saye wo se pani fo se ensai nyokun ensai omu saye ani ade afa ebu ye me enkoto na tournament bia na bibi po so mo yedin sika esese ni padune nti de Kofi Adams no aje so dinitrim cause uncle pay $5 million. Yeah, mama 3. Still, it be me boy. Yes, I'm saying 300 mom. There be almost $5 million no pay.
Me say official. Me mate 3 na.
So I me so mate 3 no. Say aban say obe mama 3. To there, yem fa 3 no. Enye ye workers. Am cry iska.
Iska pa.
Ai bibet ma pia fa huma eh. Ti say minister no. Why when our project we need basic be so better complete project na what na compromise na ba because me I know said there has always been compromises what you say enti e nipa su o ye kan ubobodin a enye ye nipa su I say we pie na bia o ti se de bi na so bi di obi atam o pe kopento kwan bia ko o be ko na akwa no so sen e wasen over compromise.
Mena na kai before san ke be show so fun nka ye so hwemi nu ye de ma good ni e na nka
bebre kakra
sika so be gu ho
kakra bi na betimi aye
mema o yasin
bebre
o yasadio ya obi abefeli
sa
obi
oh me see ni baba tete awe
oba na ko pe ya ne befeli
Captain,
I don't know if you can try to cry. Who's a lot to it?
Who's a look at it? Oba, I never condition. What be so near Penny?
Me who was hey, what can I say? I don't know. I said, no, me can't. I program. I can't. That be. I think 3 years ago. Friendly to the extent that when you are called
na yeah also we tell
yeah
also we tell so madam for across oh you we asen no we asen
they say we we asen president betman na opepa
okay
na the ordinary corner the onus is on the person to go and discharge duties here president the amount
but you yes who watches the watchman Mijiri se Kofi Adams
when you see the workings of the as a public officer or not a public officer or a public servant, when you go to the ministry, we have the technocrats among the public servants. Into there should be somebody who should be able to yes or watch over Bobema Pepe Yaba. The black stars are traveling. What I say now, the budget are near Kofium, near approve the amount. That's be any obium. But I want to make say because the Ministry of Finance not releases Calamano. There are auditors there. I'll be scrutinizing at least. Amount the technical they will scrutinize. I will say we need not green natural green. Green just approve ano.
So good me na mentia akomian kana me pese sa na me bonus sia akomia. Waso ko ho.
Over maso ho. Na news obi atia I said the akomato mu ba because we suffered a lot our black stars ho. Budgeter yin defending na se budgeter enye known ye be kwa ba afi no minister no e be ka kire yin. What I say? Now you go Egypt, Yanko Yadi, Yabana Bin Sabeka, Ebebe. Now you go Cote d'Ivoire, the same thing. Now you go Cameroon, the same thing. You Kobani Abeka actually. But the president says this time around, no budget, no, it must be published for everybody to see. It answer na Abeka na I say also public debate. You see the point? For example, senior, the air can say, the 5 million, if indeed it's a 3 million, that's a 3 million, no, every time I call the ya. Not just say, who say about it, they might tell women, SS is not Dawson. Now, they back come and cry, I say, tournament, now you're going to be saying, who shall I call money as one, you know, we will pray bone 1 year away. A bit more, yeah, I heard the Benya Sunny, your budget. That's it. Now, me could demand a moroso, now me, I'm a baboka. At least me free, say. Your ministers not be no ba no ma corners the senior come compromise na nema as we call there's a whole lot of largesse you enjoy. You see the point?
Oh dear brother,
say unyanya misro ni pa na especially o government na wo mu no omani amre wo so say ade no say etimi eya ade bi at least for oman no so mbeji ade a ye ja won ko akotena ho a over and kind of nema the 2 tables so and then some catch no benefit be or anka either to say one anka to wa a very difficult so be nyana sa no nyana sa easy no nyame anka makoma ya na aiding. But I want to believe in this John Mama led NDC government to say I think oba first no sua bibi okotra nche no sua bibi ana osanya the opportunity to come and save and no e ka bibi che no say obetimi agya bibia to ho ama de bia because I had your cause how the okay say no or no ama different narratives ama Ghana so ya fa no so dia koyenim et no I want to believe said na no na me itie vetting on I think was a foreign minister he said that yemfa ambassadors en konkotana buchire na say kontata nkofo close abra mo be kwa omomfa enema bia beneficial to the country no. So make sure say all the business opportunities eba all those omano and so benefit all the whole year no anye hwe a ambassador no he will call you back there's another person call just want to be adwuma so much me aside it is also going to help. So I want to believe Kofi Adams onyan ho tototo said there others na bi onya opportunity no mo yet ania. At least for once, what say Neil and Van der Poel. A show be say Bianca giving the opportunity at that time. So say ya, Bianca goes with my son maybe. What with regards to the winning bonuses and that's almost scanning the more. Also, when
later he compromised.
edu baby na
ama edu baby mekai say edu baby oba bonte kwa be ka figure bi ana ntisa say na eburu
you see the point
and I catch you say eyedi dollar no ye bi so che wa e ha adwini o
de ba yo mo ba ne de ko via down ebetimi
well mama yoko na obi apese
ono so akasa akra ko
oh yeah akasa pa nti abusuafo afa na yenten aso na yentie ene no state of the nation's address agudiem yen chefa yenya no mu no omampanyin kasa na di nkan no no say next month ya Ghana gina kono na nko becheche mu akoka o ma mu ene mu bone adade na no tifa mu so zeze de ye dinda dana na ye di ho aye mu obra bia no no waka che ne ministry ni say they should hold GFA accountable wo de tenwaso.
Next month, the senior national team, the Black Stars, which is now a pale shadow of its former glory, will play 2 World Cup qualifying matches. I've instructed my office and Minister for Sports and Recreation to hold the Ghana Football Association accountable to the people of Ghana as we prepare for these games, especially regarding the budget of the FA. There will be no secrecy in how much the government spends on the national teams. The budgets presented by the FA and other sports associations must be known by the public. After all, it is the taxpayers' funds that are used to fund these activities. The reduction in government expenditure and waste reduction applies to all sectors of the economy, including the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. Next month, the senior national team, the Black Stars, which is now a pale shadow of its former glory, will play 2 World Cup qualifying matches. I've instructed my office and Minister for Sports and Recreation to hold the Ghana Football Association accountable to the people of Ghana as we prepare for these games, especially regarding the budget of the FA. There will be no secrecy in how much the government spends on the national teams. The budgets presented by the FA and other sports associations must be known by the public. After all, it is the taxpayers' funds that are used to fund these activities. The reduction in government expenditure and waste reduction applies to all sectors of the economy, including the Ministry of Sports and Recreation.
Asemiyemede akana dwumaye. Emedu akana dwumaye. Yanko de tosu mienu an. And was say Mr. Speaker, me metumi akasa where your sports sector no a maybe atwa mu nanka Africa de ye shani sa. Nanso enne wo hwe se de nyemesi kwa critical condition you.
Mr. Speaker, Ghana's sports sector, once again, which was a shining example of excellence within Africa, now finds itself at a very critical juncture. Historically, our nation has been celebrated and has had remarkable achievements in boxing, football, and athletics. Unfortunately, this is no longer the case. However, recent years have unveiled depressing structural deficiencies in administration, funding, infrastructure, and talent development. Immediate and comprehensive reforms are imperative to reclaim our rightful place on the global sports stage. Mr. Speaker, we'll develop a comprehensive national sports policy to align with international norms. This policy will be accompanied by an exhaustive review of the Sports Act of 2016, that is Act 934, and the rigorous enforcement of the Sports Regulations 2023 LI 2477. Infrastructure development remains paramount in our strategy. The government is committed to refurbishing existing national stadia, completing youth resource centers, and constructing new sports facilities in the new regions. We'll also prioritize community recreational facilities to foster greater participation in sports at the grassroots level. Recognizing the critical role of youth development, we're implementing a significant overhaul of grassroots sports with the establishment of the School Sports Authority. This body will oversee structured inter-school competitions and talent identification initiatives essential for nurturing future sporting champions. Over 60% of Ghana's elite athletes have emerged from these school sport programs.
Okay, enti yabasha we ni yaba na yaba betie dia General Secretary ade tudwa Mr. Isaac Tete TT Brothers enso kan ye na yawo Blasters game ababo eno so ade kakra ewa ha yade eno so ebeba na yako akohwede eno so edidi so solo Tino ena pipa e fan from no yeni ho kakra
we wu pipa o fire na ode agya me se menkenkan na informative for
fire.
Yes. Now the club licensing board together with the Ministry of Youth Sports and Recreation also more representatives police for also a kahumbi be interested. Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex with a exclusive document, but he fan to TV ne so. Omukoye inspection our Dr. Chase Sports Complex. Send 27th.
Na 27th.
And they are no moye. Na Dr. Chase Sports Complex enya abasobode from the club licensing board.
And no dia
abasobode na omo bo omo no. Omo si notably omo pitch kama. Security was stadium ho very good. And I feel so almost see utilities no so no very good.
Okay.
Abasobody omanya was stadium ho no. Nemom and near maybe or where was omoye was stadium ho.
And recommendations no.
Okay. Utilities no near my boama stadium washrooms, dressing rooms, and so near the na almost say ninyina e flow almost say hot pipe no and almost say hot shower no dressing room shower no be it me boss say the atobo abo no
say tata me mama ya pokuya before report ba oti
okay
ono so ukui wa kobi ezo kan say ojeje bi what you say abi we professor na now ya ha
nti tino eno ya baso body omunya nemom club license ne say eniema nketenkiti bi wo ho a e wo say omoye eka ho e wa bank na wie peye
okay
de tie ne de di kan omso omko dressing room ho no lockers eni ho and the keys and that lock chese lockers anyone
oh yeah locker now also the key na
to etuem ko bia na players ne ba e bia player e wo locker we no de niema agum na abo player ne niema ho ban omo se e bi ni ho nti omo install bi omo nye bi ho de toso mienu omo se lockers no omo be no omo fa hangers en hyehyɛ ho dressing room ho any referees ne dan mu ho nom so omo fa hangers en hyehyɛ ho no sanity o raw atade ana de asen ho number 3 omo se wire mesh na eye inner perimeter cover ye de age park ne ho no baby ombobo ne baby a supporters ne te no omo se baby wo ho ase ni ntokro de da
kwan de da ase
kwan de da ase
monsili
na fe ne tenten no omo fa bi nka ho na wo hwe enhanced safety and security protocols on the buyer say GF na hye say e wo se sa wire mesh no ne tenten ye 10 feet and the adam me kan me de tumtrim oh yes me de tumtrim to omo se omo mpagya mu nu sa standard no na se wo so omo pagya mu edu 10 feet per enhanced protocols ne de
good
sana me hu wo and nine no omo se park ne ye kama pa na emom ba bi wo ho a enwura afufum
pitch na nkasa
pitch no
okay
omunko tutututu nwura ni free park ne so yes
foreign materials
yes
abem
omo friend weeds nwura yes weeds e wo park ni baabi nti omunko no omunko do hoyi de atosunum omo say spectators ne stance ni mu no enkonwa ni bia bubu
yomene kotokoshi aya
o de send omo say enya no kra na wo hwe mu a obo se baabi na nkonwa ba ko bi atu na ba ko bi abu omo say no esi ho no ma hu se enya omo na kai but ebusa na etimi da na weapon no ko bi som say kra otimi di twaw enti eno so no omo hwe na de abubu no omo replace na de enim no omo fa nhyehyem ewo spectator stance yes eno your recommendation idea mo number 6 omo se nyamianum nukri no omo Dr. Chase Sports Complex e bi omo nim se ye mobo ho ntino na hwa ifi na omo ra washroom o na ese emfutro ni ade ne sa na ema no ene stadium ho nyina nwura ne ade
omo se pena iwo mu no yeah
into omo se ho yefi omo se dressing room toilet showers ene ade no omo enye no omo clinic ho kama said the boy SM
obi akutukoza
sa
flash na so na
ene omo se stadium ho ankasa so no we dressing rooms na dia stadium ho ankasa so efin wo
okay
omo hwe no omo siesie ho nom kama ene afi de toson wotwe omo se dressing rooms no any referees ne de no omo install burglar proof sa na de ya ye twisi ansa ne atodan mu no omo install bi because say obete on say bi wo ha obi be kwa akobobos ye bobo wie ye sanity almost say omo install burglar proof security measures in all dressing rooms and the referees room. Na embo referees ne niema any players ne de ho ban. And I say bi kra referee am half time. Owuram na so hwe na nya watwe burglar proof asi. Untimi nwuramu bi. Tini nyina na eboa ma bambo ne kon enkan. In 8 recommendations. Ena club license and year inspection ene. Omo de ama nation services said Dr. Chase Sports Complex omo re na omo nye. Na omo conclusion say me kan or say Dr. Chase Sports Complex is generally in good condition with notable strength in security, pitch quality, number 2, and utilities. However, key areas such as dressing room facilities, perimeter security, field maintenance, and stadium cleanliness require improvement to meet licensing and operational standard. Immediate action, Tino Tienyo, immediate action on the recommended areas will enhance the overall functionality and safety of the venue. Say next inspection date 9th March. Okay. Match Romono. To almost a pitch in here, come on, security or honor mahubambo, come on, utilities here, come on, name niamana.
CCTV no.
Oh yes, installation. Sending you na
come. Yeah, it's me to kohwe you kokoda ho no appoint safety and security officer.
Yes. Me na me hear recommendations but omo bo on point. Omo kire mu kra say omo ato communication gadget
nyina. Na no de beto to so no. Ne nyina mbo maba so.
Omo ato communication gadget nyina ya say. But omo recommend omo de ama stadium security
there's some yes Gota very good Gota no.
But on say CCTV no omo recommend them omo say nke be ya nko omo fa security personnel no omo train omo no omo hwe CCTV
okay
ewo command center honom no omo say security personnel na omo timi monitor ni ye mo
CCTV the effectiveness ne pa na say ube hu ade no from one side na emesi ansa ko ade di siwe ade di siwe na say okofa CCTV na yekuni pa na wi afa so no do yin you see the point but eripa no for see the airba no alert the security for no now o ma guard against na so that you know
definitely
I know is the best so would be better it also create that office no
your friend say you are being proactive
yes no man communication gadget
no
into honors who be bia na quick wa free titino where your recommendations are club license in aya the nations FC
okay
you know we there your document how far
people me fan for me
na that and then say we zone we there no be here Ashanti Nkwantino
na mako baba yara
oh yeah dey ombeko so maybe
Nkwani twimrika o
da bi ombe dey dey ombe aya dey ombe
ko rest na mu bumfu
yeah koso
enkodai
me sure say who me sure say that be Tino me sure say baba ade no ebi omne club license in bedin komo no ma ba before say games in be start ya no pa because games in start be 8
yes kind here me chese
enkwada no
situation analysis na me situation one masa
yenko
na nkoda
eno mu nko ene no me content
ochina na ye fa
eno mu content
ochina na ye no mbe cha
eno mo pon de no mu gina ho wuti ka say na mu nko fie
ene achina de nyina de ho baji mu ei
try fiada
chance fiala
kapi
mommy am kwenim na no numa ba pa home meet and nice still on the highway sports kai say ye be sorry no nsia so mame enko ho street na ye hwe said ye ensem no esi etie ewo ho na bayiro okay manya message kakra ha ye be ho adwuma senior
menia
ote ensem o
ma team ensem ampani ensem no sebe ye kwa de ya boboso a meme chese mampani na adwene pa ensem kan de na nye de na tino ote on de na unim de na Ghana for pe niam say ya sebe ya ko tournament ba atimi tikuo mo tena se ye nhwehwemu meboa enkosi aga ye wo ye wo no the simple Jaji kakapeni kakake. Jamefe. Yenka jamefe. Jamefe. Omukasa no se osua ni yo. Because e wo mepe. What's that? Jamefe committee ya eti. Bra dia no manka. Nempepi no so ya na dodo no anso ya ban no. All the white paper no money we are. Say be ya obe implement. Because ya na ne nkofo. Me generalize no. Me koye no NDC na me koye the MPP. Enuano me no ntafo. What I say? The president the okasa wote say open ye. Na fe be kwase ho no. Na akoye nema bebre. O waka this waka na say budget nyina won say the FA cannot even deal directly with the ministry. I just said through NSC. Waka we nyina a just NSC suit e say timi gina ye. Na wetime playing role ana mebo amenia. Eti niema no de all the gugu wa where now okasa who watches the watchman. So this time from the GFA it goes through NSC before the ministry.
From GFA to NSC before the ministry.
As the ministry they are called.
Okay.
Finance ministry.
Finance.
Sam running na presidency so ye ho adwuma ama cabinet ahwe maka che say muntua ana mebo a wonte de mekanse. Enti de all checks and balances in there. Ewo ho clear. Ewo ho. Enti yenhwe nyemfa nya adwuma. Because say wo ka and say wo de ye adwuma. E two different things. Na ye no de no kasa no doso. But yeah ne ye no. When we have found one thing. Enti Tino. Asem we die. Yan twim kakaka. Se waka ye hwe. So mutimi ya eno na Ghana for hwe transparency one empe. Ade mu da ofan. Obi ape. Sebe. Tankers ni ba ofia. Se unsu okrotimi hwem. No wemro hu ase obasama. Emu da ofan. Na emu afin wo mu a. Otimi sama. Eti omo hwem na ho fan na bibia enko kama. Okay.
Akomya.
I think yesterday senior kan ye no. Asema president kan ye. Ni nyina ye na say oman as oman say kasi be this so a ebebo are going for it. You suffer for too long. Ana ya ma GFA no some level of independent bima are too much. And FIFA say you can but FIFA na say no there's a thin lie okay. Baby about it can ko ho no ho de mfa ho e no general tiska no you know this kind of ma wo mo so mo akopa mo sponsorship money bi sika from FIFA because FIFA and working under Ghana government no you don't expect the Ghana government be ko ho but baby aban sika no ko no de and said all this call Ministry of Education. Usika ko ho. It is so interest ho. It is all this sika ko akoye Black Stars juma na say FNA hold the Black Stars in trust for the government of Ghana there. Na Ghana government sika na dey there. Aban no betimi akwa ba 1 million times. So go pay bia no person ye no. FIFA enu ni asem, nsem na clear. Bayana yempa ye because of say compromise and I call use that FIFA say FSM mayenkum. I want to believe that now things have become clearer. Ama the government, you know, who say FNO edi nyache. FNO edi nyache. Media me fi say yafa we test case nyenhwe. At least you trust JM for once say the wakano or the Osio Beyo.
Media train na ejuma wi ansa. Media na because things and this bebre we are
I want to trust him from the onset.
Person a year ejuma wi na mabona ba so pa.
Also there no unya mistake.
Because said shamoka no. Wa unko ho. Na odi aso na sa.
No. E wana me asem no no. So it is not about JM
who have power over that person. You can sanction, you can fire, and do whatever you want to do at any point in time. But so call you when you cry on for any uncle. So now what can say almost every budget to all the sectors in no yet so. And the sports ministry is part of it. Just the sports ministry budget be an anchor so benya. If you want that budget you may not get it. So betty. If you me I want to find your mana akano. And your mana SA, you know. By a betty me I saw no quadi. Minister no. I saw my hote. Now what to me I hear almost was no. So a question woman. Said Jeffy. And I hear discover to ube who I echo. No one changing Biabaho. It should be a thing of the past. It should be a thing of the past. So, media, I want to believe him, and I want to say, or the you said was your chance, you know. Who say he's attracting a lot of applause. But say baby, I mean him, and also the answer no. And you know, offer some there. Okay. And some there in my facilities are or cancel by especially those sport facilities are MPP. Now it was cruising on well until sometime be and a senior. Yeah, who dear, yeah. You need free so be brave. I can't run me. You know, he need any idea. Oh, I had a bind ya. A gun at ya. It is a this night, some people in a year. Nanko, you know, went to me and Yanasa, a kawa. And I want to ask near Jai, near abandon all. What me yes, I think it's also a lot of places. At least complete animal. Because football no become a big business. A self facility near closer to the populace no. Emma so be a or your member such a no. Over to me, I used to sign a man at the flourish. I say I blow some to the top. But you struggle to get sign a man a hard. It is hard now. The MPP government started. It was a wonderful idea. It was a good one. Now in a support, but and it's also be we are things that then they order that. And said they were starting from zero. I do at a certain stage. At that stage, you know, Sika the chassis, you know, say also all to us and said all copy as I say for as I was chassis from zero. I don't think any idea here cry. It me commenting for Sanemana, Wakana, or those at Tamana or ye campaign. We you know was assisubium aka let's wait and see
me am a very guy military
na say minister all the three ministers of four
be we yanka dada danka boye
we na ko o mo say we
anti enu de military ho ye kama be ya na Jesus was but good evening, please ask the GFA why the rush to play football after they kill our brother Nanapoli, and this is the best time to reset our football. But the clubs are still insisting we play football, and if care is not taken, it's possible we are going to see more of what just happened a few weeks ago. But if it is possible, they should. If possible, we are going to see more. They should play our league at only standard stadium and not places like Brekum, Deu, Kaswa, watching from Accra, Usu, Akwaje Park. My brother, Prince Young, Prince, now on here, dear. Okay. Adriana Basin Mark, guest just need the Nina Frapra. How does ambassadors come in here? Neil Lamte was radio people favorite. SK, he will come in. Let's give time and chance to see what he said will be. Okay, Kojo Obey Nedia and no. Na the moka wasam no Adriana Badiabano. Or say Mr. Kofi Paku Adu Danso AK Senior Most Shamu. Wa dream pau. Adela grale yellow you. Clementino, very soon when pastors are meeting, they will be demanding for over 1,000 police personnel security enhancement. Your numbers in Mark. Aha, okay. No. What happened to Elvis Ankara after the Brazil World Cup? Okay, Irana. Aha. I don't know. Oh yeah, bones obedient. Aha. What happened to Elvis Afriye Ankara after the Brazil World Cup? Wasn't he assigned to seat of government? Good. Nedia, I don't know. Okay. Nana Kodjojamfi. Nana, and so the Nedia Abu Ramsesia. Or see any update about the King's project? Okay. Jan Gabi Jr. You come asam na Same Brabesho Yamana Yanko Part 2. Na Yanko Tidia. General Secretary Prosper Harrison Ado Eddie Etu Granino Ejina Mra. Like Kinson Daniel Juma dear to her to Kasan Gugumwa. No, say, or see a bird of coach beer. And say, oh, we dear, the Sino, Unyo Biana Sabi, what can some Eddie Acheno, Nanini Nemono, Elfino, Sabio, Omunya, one member Effie.
We have to build a culture where if something is happening, you tell. Because the avenues are there. The FA is not one member FA. So that when I am doing something you don't like, you can't tell the next person. And then you wait till we are out of the tournament. What I have heard rather was that it says somebody told the players that if they do not do well, play well, and to qualify for the finals, which means qualification for the AFCON, then their coach will be sacked. Up to now, they've not put a name to it. And that's what we do to ourselves. We like to leave things hanging, and because if really somebody said that and you can't say it on air, you can confide in some of us so that we know and then we deal with the issue. But every time we play the rumor game and the suspicion game, I don't think it's fair when we are dealing with a national team, a team that belongs to the whole nation. If somebody has said something, somebody has done, there are a lot of people. If you can't tell me, you can tell the next person so that the solution is found.
Good. Yanko Mr. Isaac Tete, TT Brothers, and Kasa as club owner. Kwani abefaswa ubetimi supporters akasa na enyema akame down.
If I try and find a way to ask them to cool down and I speak to them in a way and manner they will understand me as the club owner, 70% I will save the violence that will will happen there. I will save it. But if I just sit quiet and I also add more provoke word to it, then the tension will be high. So I'm sure that all of us are the club owners or those who manage others' club. As a leaders, must play a leadership role to make sure that football have to unite us. No matter how it is, we shouldn't create tension for the followers to turn it to another thing. Let's always speak words of wisdom into the supporters their mind, not violent into their mind, and try and protect the image of Ghana football. It will help all of us, because as a leader you must always be ready to serve your country. How will you serve your country when maybe my club is playing with another club? I know sometimes it pains hurt some of the referees takes the law into their hands and create those things. It become a problem. It's true. But if the trust is there about officiating, I don't care what someone said about the club, I'm going to do that, you don't care. Because by the end of the 90 minutes, we'll see fair officiating. And everybody will be happy with the decisions that take by the end of 90 minutes. And then we'll be happy and go back to our home peaceful. But if that does not happen, because we don't trust most of the time the officiating. So the little thing that your brother say about his club against your club, you know that this can be done because you have witnessed it somewhere. So you also put different mind to it, and then you want to prevent it not to happen. By doing that also, with the other club also want to do, then it creates tension, then it turns to another thing. That's why we all have to condemn it and become a good club owners, and then also think about the followers, not our self-interest, because we want them to be happy because of the football. We spend money to put joys on people's faces. So why do the same people want to turn it other way and create tension that will end up with violence?
Mr. Isaac Tete, TT Brothers, and Martin and Kano. Ghana, Obekaya, World Cup qualifiers out of 4 matches now, Yabono. You cry 9 points, you know, Comoros share the same points. Ghana 3 wins, 1 defeat. Ntinyami Adumwa, you host 2 Chad Wiepa. ye game a ye kɔbɔ no Madagascar nanso ye to Ghana na bia to mo ne nyina no ene se won national stadium no nya dia FIFA etimi agitom nti match no initially nanka ye Antananarivo ho ne ba bia ye kɔbɔ no e se die ye kɔ Morocco na ya kopiem ewo Grand Stade Hosema ho ene ba bia Ghana ye ne Madagascar ebetumi abo ye matcha etoso ewo ho nti we no after say ya host to Chad ewie ewa Accra Sports Stadium no sie move a yenkopiem ewo Madagascar Antananarivo nemum ye ko Morocco Hosema ho ni bebia game no ebetumi atodwa se abrankase ndie solo de ni nyina no e de amamanti se amento wonkan
yeah samo
bibia be fine wana kan wasem sa nyama ne anaye o senke ye de bibi bo ho nanka ya etima ka cho se me da ana have you no passport ni sa nyama ne da o sa se kramasi samna
stress you go through Enti na mpenifo no obi boda ma omse ne safo ayira. I'm telling you, the stress you go through when your key is lost. Enti na mpenifo obi boda ma omse ne safo ayira.
Se ko boni e da he.
Se da he. Se konfo bi na afa no person de be clear me.
Asa kwan afa so ira e ne ye kwan ha. Gidi o.
I wodi na akoto baby.
Akoto baby. Gidi o. Na nke e de wow, kaka wedi a wumu a. Yeah, sabo. Yeah, so.
Over. Send nations on my approval venue, no?
It's approved.
Okay.
But mama recommendations ga crash. Mama fa so na.
Me share recommendations na mu say. Sadie yi wo mu de be ye adwuma sane e said de ne venues na be so born in those. Over me share the list of dressing room because makwa brankes pen. First place omo a safe zone. And omo say omo make sure say unauthorized persons near the how they can do not to enter. And a cameras no install it and is solo can monitoring near there.
Inya obi o expert na monitor
dressing room omo lockers.
Bogra proof ni nyina bi omo ye bi nka ho. You know, we cry. In a perimeter, no, so say gab will be a homo silly. Yes, a montois son cap very good.
So called playing for them. I'm starting free playing for them. I'm saying the pitch is green, which is commendable.
Yes.
However, some portions of the field have weeds which should be removed to maintain the playing surface. And yes, all mom the hair brown and the omoto at you. Where I need the green now. You see weeds, which is foreign weeds. Don't see wura. Ebi to say you am for do your mufie no. And you na near boss ball. Grass na man for do so mufie be green throughout. Ebi o ha football pitch see to film. Because it's considered as a foreign weed, which is not acceptable if you want to play football.
A weed is any plant which is growing at a place where it is not wanted. It becomes a weed.
It's a park, grass, the original ball. It's a fufro bia bakrane green in pa. We just crebe green in pa. And we diagress and we diagress besa kele the awihiano crane no tre. Enti de ne park impoye green no. Yes, foreign ones no mush nanti omu no muntutu. Ani wa de brown de sene. Bon e so kope fufuro bo. And I found say whilst looking at the things no. Omo consider a safe zone. Omo consider a security. Omo share dressing room in a perimeter, playing field, stadium maintenance and cleanliness, spectator stands, utility and communication. As if Bianco for Bed Johnson, the stadium I bar, the Bed Johnson near the from no or twitchy. Fanka dear way go hey dear. Kieshen ye the anke you.
Oh, can you bad?
Fankieshen ye pa say, ye de ye ma. Eddie a trafa venue bia.
I didn't say originally. This is what is supposed to be the standard. And I'm going to even go. I did come enhance security. And no one at the forefront.
Abekam.
Enti we no and I second ha na katie na afa ne ani abere se mom ye fa ne adwuma eno ne ba bia ye duru sese
enti nkomo ne etiawa ye need the chiri pa any venue that will be approved must meet the measures. If not, yentiasia. Over yentiasio. Now, sir, some of the people leading the game don't understand the damage. In the last 1 month, SC when it comes to Ghana football. So, to the damage in Asia, the approach to issues best. The approach to issues best. But I'm on tiasia. Oh, I'm a fan normal. I'm more example. There was a time, even 8 a.m. nyane alcoholic beverage advert to Ghana has it. Every time we be any celebrities were allowed to advertise alcoholic beverages in their music videos, or more platforms and other places. Me a more chance. Then there was a show, and yes, Mranti ni bianonom added that form. I'm a pictures about one thing. I'm not telling us they say so after 8. We a celebrity I won't mean yet. We introduce new measures. This is one obianwu. Nano krasan Ghana food 2 manu si adiano sono. It's not even compared to 10% of pole incident how yet discussing it nationwide. It was just a discussion for about 2-3 days and then and we Ghana we move to the next subject. But with this pole incident, it's been discussed nationwide for almost a month. So pole was 2nd February. And from 2nd, they go discussing. So if they understand how our same way Ghana football negative publicity and can effort you put towards normalization, can see you put 2 times 3 towards this. Because normalization is an act of corruption, which was a perception and an order though. So what did they make and say? And it was act of corruption now around referees and other personalities. In terms of referees for the GD in Bonepa. Edumunko Foja towards the local league, Umpo, and as exposed affected the live and amount for my game. No? And no crack counting time I Ketios the crocodile bano. Or say or the idea of friend bring back the love. This was when time near Nipo. A just act of corruption. May you should just because of compare corruption to murder. It's a gap womb. Oh, gap womb kakra. But I football for na ebo mo krono. We you be ya kukuno. Kuku poli. Ara hosem. Enti we no kesi a design slogan bring back the love there times 10. If corruption may design bring back the love there. And yes, tabu obi amana win there, then is a designer. Because now among me faithfuls of the league craft from wedding. Among me neutrals are. League no among pedo, delete from entertainment list. Delete you, ye free, almost source of entertainment. Menya sure say obia no the fan say adakwa. On the board and if you go stadium Sunday, Oko convince yankwa after pole incident, why Okra could do so catcher and Sebastian Yanko. So if they understand the magnitude of the issue, this is to the supporters. What about the corporate world? And I met me a catcher say, KBA negotiations say pay sponsor a football activity, so specifically the league.